The situation at the scene suddenly became very magical. After Solomon White said 600 million, he clasped his fists and said, "I'm sorry, two brothers, if you're offended, please forgive me." When he arrived at Chin Gang, he reported 610 million, and said with a fist, "I'm sorry, two brothers, if you're offended, please forgive me." Then there was Tai Lai. He directly reported 650 million, but still clasped his fists and said, "I'm sorry, two brothers, if you offend, please forgive me." The others are already stupid. What is the relationship between these three people? Everyone calls the other two elder brothers. Then who is the elder brother and who is the younger brother? It doesn't matter who is the elder brother and who is the younger brother. What is important is that these three people are not willing to give up at all, chasing after each other, pushing the price higher and higher. In the blink of an eye, the price has been pushed to 980 million. DeLon has been blinded. 980 million. His necklace is only worth 140 million, which has been opened several times. What the hell is this rejuvenation pill? How can it be so valuable? Just thinking of this, Tai Lai said directly, "I will give out 1 billion. Solomon White felt that if he continued to play like this, he would basically have no head. In terms of assets, he might be able to compete with Chin Gang, but he was definitely incomparable with Tai Lai. Therefore, if you still had a little bit of it, it will be difficult to survive for Tai Lai in the end. So he simply gritted his teeth and blurted out, "I will give out 1.1 billion. A $1 million increase in one breath. Everyone present was already shocked by his courage. After Solomon White bid 1.1 billion, Chin Gang also felt that he had to come up with some means, otherwise he would probably miss this rejuvenation pill. So he gritted his teeth and said, "Since Brother White has already bid 1.1 billion, then I will pay 1.2 billion. Tai Lai didn't care too much. He himself was richer than Chin Gang and Solomon White combined, so whether it was 1.2 billion or 1.5 billion, it didn't make much difference to him. But this rejuvenation pill, he is determined to get it. So he said indifferently, "If this is the case, then I will go straight to 2 billion. As soon as the voice fell, the scene was boiling. From 1.2 billion to 2 billion, this is simply the most incredible and lavish auction that everyone has ever seen. What is the concept of 2 billion cash? If 1 month's pocket money is 10 million, then 2 billion is enough to spend nearly 17 years. If these 2 billion are deposited in the bank, calculated at an annual interest rate of 5%, the annual interest alone will be 100 million. Calculated in this way, the monthly interest is more than 8 million. This is simply an astronomical figure that is unimaginate for ordinary people, even the rich. But for a billionaire like Tai Lai, this is nothing more than 1/20th and 30/30 of his own assets. Tai Lai has struggled for half his life, earning money for enjoyment, and to make himself live better and more chic. So 2 billion to buy a rejuvenation pill is simply too cost-effective for him. So when he quoted this price, he didn't feel distressed at all. But Solomon White and Chin Gang, at this moment, felt a deep weakness in their hearts. Behind these two people is a large-scale family. Each family's direct relatives and collateral relatives add up to dozens of people, that is, dozens of mouths waiting to eat. Take Chin Gang as an example. The Chin family's assets are less than tens of billions. It's not impossible to use 2 billion to bite the bullet. But Chin's assets are not only owned by Chin Gang. If he spends 2 billion to buy a rejuvenating pill, his own money is not enough. He must use family money. In this way, the family must have great opinions. After all, there is only one such thing as rejuvenating pill, and it cannot be distributed to everyone. So he could only hold his fists helplessly towards Tai Lai, and said, "Mr. Lee is really extraordinary, I admire him." Solomon White's situation is no better than Chin Gang, and even in terms of strength, the White family's strength is a bit weaker than that of the Chin family. What's more, the two descendants of the White family, Gerald and Fred White, offended Charlie and lost the qualification to cooperate with the Emgrand Group, which also caused the White family to lose a lot. Therefore, the current White family can only stay away from the price of 2 billion. Seeing that no one had robbed him, Tai Lai was relieved. However, he was not half proud, nor did he express his joy. He held fists at Solomon, White and Chin Gang, and said modestly, "Brother White and Brother Chin, thank you for your love, and someone from Lee will come to thank you next day." Both Solomon White and Chin Gang spoke very humbly. President Tai Lai is polite. It is the extraordinary strength of Mr. Lee. The two of us are beyond expectation. Everyone couldn't fully marvel at the harmony between the three. A rejuvenation pill with a starting price of 150 million was fired all the way to 2 billion by the three of them, but the three of them were still not eager and blushing, and even everyone was quite decent, which was indeed praised. At this time, Lee Tai Lai looked at Charlie and said respectfully, "Mr. Wade, since no one else is bidding with me, then I take the courage to pick your rejuvenating pill." Charlie nodded lightly, handed the rejuvenation pill directly to him, and said, "In that case, this rejuvenation pill is yours."